Okay, back by popular demand. We're in the kitchen with Mike. Now, this time, I have to make Pasta Fagioli. Everybody's been asking for it, so we're going to do it. There's so many recipes for Pasta Fagioli. This is my recipe, very simple. It only going to take a few minutes. The original recipe, the way my mother used to make it, is that, I don't know if you remember, years ago when you used to buy prosciutto, they had a big bone in it. And that's what they would use to make the Pasta Fagioli. They would take the bone, put it in water, take dry beans, and cook them for hours and hours. Then you do all your spices and it will be delicious. Now this is going to be a simple way. No prosciutto, we're going to use pepperoni instead. Alright, so the first thing we do is we heat up a pan. We put some olive oil in a pan. Let that heat up. One large onion and like 2 or 3 heads of garlic. And let that brown for a while. Then I'll put the pepperoni in there. Once the onions are brown, we'll get the pepperoni and we'll put it in. This takes the place of the prosciutto bone. And we let this go for a few minutes, and then you'll see how nice and gets all the flavor out of the pepperoni, and it'll be a delicious thing. In the meantime, what I use is 1 can of tomatoes, any kind you want. Put it in a blender. Then I use 1 can of stewed tomatoes. Alright, put them all together. Alright, that's all you have to do. Just blend it a little bit. Set up. Now we have to add water. So I usually do about 2 pitchers of water. Right in here. And we make a mess all over the stove. That's it. Stir this up. And we'll add some spices. We got some oregano, some pepper, some garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. I'll do a little salt. Do a little more onion, just you know, 1/4 teaspoon, just whatever you like. And garlic, there's some garlic already in there, but I like to add the garlic powder. And we'll do a pepper. If you got fresh ground, if you got a grinder, that's fine. If not, you can do it this way. And a little bit of oregano. Just take a little spoon and crush it in your hand, just a touch, like that. Alright, did I forget anything? Put a cover on it, then you let that cook for about, I would say an hour, you know, an hour and a half. You can let that just simmer, real low. This is what it looks like after like about an hour and a half of cooking. At that point, you take your cannellini beans, about, I would say, I don't know, pound. I use the cans. I mean, you can take the time of, you know, soaking them and doing all that, but I think just a can, good canned beans is fine. So I use 1 large can or 2 small cans, and you put them in. You can see them in there. This is what it looks like so far. All right, it looks good. With the pepperoni. And you let that cook for another, I would say, half hour while you're cooking the macaroni, your pasta. The water's boiling, you get it ready. So you take 1 pound of ditalini, and just, you know what to do, just regular, like you're cooking macaroni. And you let them cook for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it tells you, but don't cook them all the way, just let them cook 3/4 of the way, because they're going to cook the rest of the way inside the pepperoni and the tomatoes. So we'll let that go. And as soon as these are done, we're going to put them together and we're going to eat. All right, we're ready to take the pasta. Pasta's done. We'll shut it off. what I'm going to do, I'm not going to drain it completely. I'm just going to take most of the water off. Just let most of the water go out like this. Now we'll just dump it all in there. And it's starting to look like something, right? That's it. Now what we do, we wait about 5 minutes, let this all blend together, and then we're going to try some. Be right back. Becca, you want some pepperoni?
Are you filming this?
Ooh.
I'm not filming on TV.
Now, what goes good with this is a nice salad, and you got yourself a meal. You don't need anything else. All right, let's go eat.